I'm Lauren Hepler, Senior Editor of GreenBiz here at Verge Hawaii in downtown Honolulu. Joining me now is MGM Resorts International Senior Vice President and Chief Sustainability Officer, Cindy Ortega. How's it going, Cindy?
Hi, Lauren. How are you today?
Good, good. So I'm really excited to talk to you because first of all, one of the things I wanted to just make sure people sort of fully grasp is the energy footprint of MGM Resorts. And because I know you guys have been doing some sort of aggressive energy efficiency and other upgrades. So what are some of the projects you're working on and what is sort of the magnitude that you're looking at?
Well, MGM Resorts, just in Las Vegas, has 15 large-scale resorts. And what that means is that we procure enough electricity in Las Vegas to service 75,000 homes. So we're a big energy user. Of course, we give that to our customers who are taking showers and reading from their desk lamps in their rooms.
And I heard in terms of energy efficiency, it sounds like that's been a big priority, like things like LED lights. What are some of the priorities there?
Well, MGM is different in the fact that we have a consolidated energy management strategy. And what we do is we envision large energy management projects, and then we deploy them over all of our facilities. So when someone says to you, oh, it's as simple as changing a light bulb, well, it's not that simple if you have 1,300,000 light bulbs. And that becomes what I call a big logistics project. So I have a 2-year project to change every single light bulb in Las Vegas, an MGM property, to an LED light bulb. And that's a $34 million project.
Wow. Big scope. And you guys have also been in the news of late for opting to leave traditional utility service and buy on the open market. Can you talk about what sort of considerations went into that process?
For the last 18 months, we've been in a process with the Public Utilities Commission and the power company and other stakeholders to determine whether or not MGM could buy power on the open market. So what that does is that splits the local utility into being a lines and wires company and getting the power to us, but we buy directly out in the market for our commodity. And what that allows us to do is it allows us to control our portfolio. We can buy more renewable energy. We can be more strategic about how we position the time of day that we buy the energy and the time we use it. And so for us, the reason why we would do something like this is because it just allows us to evolve our energy strategy to the next level.
And can you talk a little bit about sort of the generation mix? You mentioned sort of maybe having more control over the portfolio and how you see that area evolving.
Well, in Nevada, we already procure 20% of our energy from renewable sources through the utility. And what MGM wants to do is we want to be able to set targets, maybe through partnerships or through other kinds of power contracts with other entities, to bring that up from 20 to 30 to 40 to 50%. And we're able to do that on our own portfolio, whereas the utility, because of the range of its customers, may not be able to get to those kinds of targets like we have.
Okay, and then my last question for you, how do you think about other markets beyond Nevada? Is this something that you're considering elsewhere, or that you think other businesses, are they coming to you talking about sort of doing this in other places?
Well, it's interesting because we're developing in both Maryland and Massachusetts, and both of those states are already deregulated. So large customers in those states already are able to sell back into the grid and go out and buy energy like a commodity. So we're actually catching up with those other markets.
Interesting. All right, well, Cindy Ortega, MGM Resorts International, thanks so much for joining us.
You're welcome.